I don't get to fucking get out on my bike as much as I would like to, so I thought I would take it out just for a quick little spin around the block, stretch its legs a little bit, get the oil circulating around the gears and whatnot. I should really make some time to ride a little more, but I don't know. I'm always like fixing something or doing something else or cleaning the house or something different. Right now I'm trying to fix the exhaust manifold on my jet ski so that for next season it's all tip top and ready to go. I put some new cables in it so far. I put a throttle cable and a steering cable because the steering was so stiff on it that you could barely turn it. Like it froze up during winter, and I just haven't gotten around to fixing it. So I've got both those cables on, and as soon as this exhaust manifold is all welded up and patched up and doesn't leak water anymore from the water jacket, so it'll be all ready to go for next season. I'll just have to winterize it and clean it up, wash it off when the cover comes off next season. But yeah, so yeah, I thought I would take the bike out for a little spin. Fix this mirror. It likes to not stay. I have to figure out how it works and tighten that thing up. But I could have swore this thing could do 100. I don't know. I've been 100 and like change on it before, but it might have been like a slight downhill now that I think of it. But I don't know. I feel like if I could tuck in really, really nicely, that this thing will do 100. And I don't know how optimistic the speedo is, but I'm pretty sure I can get it to indicate 100 miles an hour. I like that transition. Oh, that transition is like, oh, I fucking love it. That when the power valve opens up, it's almost like a Honda with their VTEC. Hear it? I love it. I love two-stroke so much. I'm such a two-stroke fanboy. Even though like to like a lot of people this is considered like dog shit slow, I just love it. I love the slowness. I don't know. I've always wanted this bike ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was I think I might have been in like eighth or ninth grade when this bike came over in 2009, and I remember reading articles about it, like, oh my god, they're bringing over a two-stroke. Like, I could not fucking believe it. Like, it was like the craziest thing to me, because I, up until that time, I'd just been learning about all the old two-stroke bikes that existed in like the yesteryears, and I just wanted one so bad. I wanted my motorcycle's license so bad, and when I found out that this was coming over for, I think it was only for 1 year it came over, I was just shocked. I was like, oh my god, they're bringing it over. This bike that I've been reading about for like the past 4 years, they're actually bringing it over. Even though it was only a competition use only bike here in the United States, I knew that there was going to be some way that you could possibly get a plate on it, and yeah, here we are fucking today, man. Fucking, I'm riding one, it feels really good. I don't know my way around here. I think that turns into a dirt road, so we're going to stay off that one. Every time I hop back onto this bike or onto my NSR 250, like, it just puts a smile on my face. And I'm really not even though I've been riding for a while, I wouldn't consider myself a good rider by any of the, what's that phrase? By any of the stretch of the imagination? It's something like that, right? I don't know. I just like hooning around on this thing. Even though I do no hooning, no wheeling or anything like that. Just accelerating is just like enough for me. Hear that little two-stroke engine like wind up, shift through the gears. There's just something about it. Got my hoodie strings hanging on my helmet. It's a little annoying. I'm trying to tuck them in. Don't wind her up. Don't wind her up. Barely catching this car, but having fun while I'm doing it. I remember back in the day when this bike came to the US, in '09. I think it was Cycle Gear magazine or something along those lines. I can't remember, but I do remember they did a review on this bike, and they got a chance to take these out on some U.S. highways or whatever. I think some 2-lane highways, I think they were. And I remember them saying that they were cruising along on the highway, and when they got back after their test, they discovered that the casing, like the engine casing, like developed a crack in it. And I remember as like a kid, that kind of just like, it kind of like hit like a hole in my heart, because I was like, oh no, my favorite bike kind of like broke down on their testing kind of situation. And I remember being so like, oh no, I hope when I get the bike it doesn't like crack from like the stress of like maintaining, like, I don't know, like 60 miles an hour or whatever. But I don't know, so far so good. I brought this thing almost fresh out of the crate. The guy had like 800 miles on it, and he never rode it. It sat in his garage for a while, and I got 4,633 miles on it so far, and there hasn't been any issues. So the only real issue I have is when I haven't started in a while, it just takes a while to crank over. But once it cranks over, it's all good. But yeah, I remember reading that back in the day thinking, oh no, it's true, the two-strokes aren't any good for the street whatsoever. And as soon as I get the thing, it's going to self-destruct and blow itself into a different bunch of pieces. But I don't know, maybe they just got like a bad bike or something. I'm not too sure. Cyclist. My ride is almost over here, but I'm having a bunch of fun. I'm going to take a little detour and go around the block a little bit. I got like a half an hour before I have to go pick up my my exhaust manifold on my Sea-Doo. Gnats out today. My face shield just got absolutely fucking pelted with it's gotta be like 30 or 40 gnats that I just flew into right there on that pole. It's a little ridiculous. Ooh, I didn't see that bump. There's such a strange feeling that I get on this bike that I don't get on any of my other two-stroke bikes. I think it's when that power valve closes back up at around like 11 grand. Like you'll be flying, and this is just I think I read this somewhere. I think the power valve goes back to like half closed or something like that, towards like the top of its red line, and it just kind of like falls flat in its face. But I kind of like it because it's like a, I don't know, like a soft rev limiter kind of deal. I don't know, it feels, this is probably going to be weird, but to me it feels luxurious, kind of? I don't know, it's weird. I kind of like it. Yeah, here we are again. Just wanted to get the old girl all lubricated, get them old gears going. It's always fun. I should probably wash it. It doesn't look bad though, but it probably could use a little bit of a wash. But here is my GTI. I don't know if you can see or not, but the exhaust manifold's gone. It's getting welded. I have to go pick that up. Here's my wave blaster too. Needs a wash, but she's ready to go.